Hello there, friends. You are watching Plant Amateur. I'm Tara Gaines, and today I have these three Silver Dragon Alocasias. This one's putting out a new leaf for me right now. And the main pot itself looks pretty fine, but then I have this one and I have this little baby one, and it's just three pots. So the mission today is to unpot the Silver Dragon from here, take any corms out, and this guy, and we're gonna put them all into one. I do have one more Silver Dragon that I accidentally potted in with this Aslanii. So I'm gonna debate if I wanna remove this one, which I'm just gonna do it. And then put him in here also. So I have a big full Silver Dragon. It's one of my favorite alocasias. Let's get planty. Okay, doke. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take this little baby out of this moss. I probably shouldn't have put something with sphagnum moss on this mat because you don't want moss in your pond. I got this guy pretty well cleaned off. I'm satisfied enough with it, so we're gonna move on to the next piece. And the one thing I do love about pond is how easy it is to do this. Just kind of clear the roots, give them a good look over. This is what I feel about pond and alocasias. Like, some alocasias really like it and some alocasias really don't. This could also be that I don't have enough airflow in the pot. It could mean a couple of different things. But there are some of these older roots that look like they have rotted. I could have too much water in it. I could be refilling the reservoir too early. Lots of different possibilities here. But now that I'm cleaning it up, you can see there's still a little bit left. I got a little bit more cleaning to do, but you can see kind of what bad looks like. This does not look great. All right, that guy's done. Now let's get into the big one. So here we go. I gotta fluff it from the bottom. These roots look much better. And let's see what's happening with this corm. It looks like this corm has already separated from the mother. And I don't see any corms. I do see a little bit of rot in these roots though. You can see it there, like it's a little bit brown and it looks a little slimy. I'm just gonna go through these roots and get rid of all of this rotting stuff, and then we will shift to the Aslanii potting up mistake. Here we are, the last one. And let's see what little Binks is giving me here. Binks is what I call the Aslanii. That is a wrestling reference. If you are a wrestling fan, maybe you can tell me who that is. I really wish this alocasia specifically would make more leaves and less corms. She likes having one leaf and then all of her action is happening below the surface. So that was an easy takeaway. Here's another, oh, that's a little baby Aslanii, okay. This guy looks good. There's only one little shoot there that could be a corm. It could also be just a potential root. Here's that Aslanii, and like I said, look at that. She's got one leaf. She's got one leaf trying to come out, and then she has 1, 2, and 3 corms. She is just making corms. I think she's in a constant state of stress, and I don't know why. She lives in a cabinet. She gets 12 hours of light every day. She should be living her best life, but she's just being a little butt. So I'm just gonna put her, and her little friend back into their pot and get them out of the project space. Time to start potting up this guy. So I'm gonna focus first on the big one first. And what I'm noticing here is that these roots are huge and there's lots of rot on them here down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give them a little root prune. Basically, I'm just gonna cut all of this off here because there's plenty of roots left to let this guy live his best life. So now with a little bit less roots, there should be more than enough room in the pot for all of these guys. Little temptation to cut off all of these little growths because they are absolutely going to be corms and not roots. So now that that one's prepped and ready and all the babies are here, I did a quick look around the rest of the house to make sure I'm not forgetting any Silver Dragons, because if you have alocasias, you understand. They corm, 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 corm. So I'm gonna put this guy in first, kind of set the tone in the pot, because all of these little babies, these are all her babies too. All of his babies, he had all of these babies. What I should do is I should put this one back in here all by herself, and then I should put all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4 of these in a pot by themselves. That's what I should do. Quick vote, what do you think I'm gonna do? It's gonna work. I'm gonna commit to the original plan, Tara. And then this little baby with all of these roots can go right in there. You can get tucked in there. Now, because I had all of that rot before, I'm gonna move forward now, making sure I keep my reservoir a lot lower. There is this thing that the pond does, Leka does it too. It's called, it's basically like water will move its way up. It'll find the dry stuff and it'll move its way up. I can't remember what it's called right now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep my water reservoir much lower, and hopefully we can avoid that in the future. There we go. Let's see what she looks like in a couple of months. Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is our sweet little Parthenax. She doesn't look very good because unfortunately the time of year is winter, and they usually like to go dormant in winter. And to be honest, I've been kind of neglectful as far as regular maintenance on this girl. So we need to get her out of this pot. We may reuse the pot, but we definitely got some cleaning up to do. I'll show you here in a little bit. Let's make a mess. Do you want to see first? Let me show you first. Here is a little bit of root rot. And that's not necessarily a deal breaker, but I can definitely see a bunch in the pot. The light might not be helping me, but there's definitely some really mushy looking roots in there. Some of the little babies didn't do very good. I have a sneaky suspicion that they may have gotten smothered by the bigger plant. So let's just get in here. The shame. So little baby, here's one little corm. The roots are just coming right off. That's not a good sign. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Even the top of the corm here is real soft. I think I lost that one. Real soft and squishy, bad sign. This one is not soft and squishy. The roots still feel real solid. These older roots towards the bottom are not. I'm really curious on how we root rotted though, because I don't water the pond plants enough to make it gross. I don't know how this happened, but I mean, it's definitely my fault. I don't want to spend the energy on the ones that aren't doing well. Oh my God, did you see that? All of those roots just like detached themselves. These are billbobbins. They're basically little runners so the plant can run out a new plant. It's common in Alocasias, but it's basically just a new plant. Like it wants to run out and find a new place to root and grow. It's not a corm, but it is, it's a billabobba. I'll just put it on, I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember right now. And so here we got a nice root. It does have some rot on it. The bottom feels a little soft, but otherwise, this guy still looks really good. Let's get, is that the newest leaf? That is the newest leaf. Oh my God, you look so upset. I don't see anything that could indicate what the problem might be. The leaves tell a story as well. Sometimes alocasias, if you overwater them, they will do this thing where they start leaching water out of the leaves. You might have seen that before, but they'll leach water out of the leaves to try to make it get rid of excess water. And then here's the big one. See, there's a corm. Oh, and it's rooting. That corm has a root already. That's cool. More billobottles. Billbods. It's definitely a bill word. I wish I knew what the problem was, but I have no clue. It wasn't sitting in water. The vessel that, the cache pot that it was in, bone dry. Maybe it's holding water because of the time of year. That's all I got. If you have ideas, please do let me know. You still look real good though. Got a new leaf coming, looks like. Yeah, we got a new thing coming. It looks like it's gonna be a flower though. I cut them off, I don't keep them. It might cause more stress though. Maybe I should try to not do that and see what happens. So the rest of these roots don't look too shabby. I mean, they definitely don't look great, but it's thick, it's chunky. All of this though, this is full of root rot. Maybe it's something in my pond mixture, like maybe there's too much zeolite, or I mean, all this stuff retains water. I didn't just put it in this pot today. It's dry. There's nothing in it. Let's get a pot. Now, since I am moving away from semi-hydro, I am going to be putting this little gal in some soil. Should I put her company back in there? What do you think? Should I do it? That's the newest leaf, whatever. There, I'm going to get rid of that leaf because it looks bad. And then we're going to get rid of this one too. So then she can focus on getting better instead of supporting life. We're just going to fill it with soil. I wonder if that's too big of a pot. Let's try something. Let's clean it up. I've planted the Alocasia a little bit deeper. Her rhizome is quite long, so I want to get it down into the soil so we can start encouraging some new root growth. I'm going to have to be a little careful with watering now that she's in soil. I'm going to have to make sure, because we don't want this rhizome to rot if it's buried too deep. This little baby though, I'm hoping doesn't get smothered. She's definitely putting up a good fight. We got rid of all of her leaves save one, and so she can focus on making some new roots, and she'll be able to get some food through photosynthesis. But I'm just going to give this gal just a little bit of water, because this soil is pretty moist already. These little corms, I'm gonna throw them into my little corm farm. It's just a moss tub I got with, I don't even bother labeling anything. It's my lazy corm tub. And then this little guy, I'll probably maybe throw him in there as well. However, I'm having mixed emotions about him because this only leaf, it doesn't look very good and it's quite soft. We do have some pretty viable roots here. I just don't know what to do. Let's see what happens with him maybe in another video. Maybe I'll start a video just about him. We'll see what happens. But that will conclude the adventures of the Silver Dragon. These videos could just go on and on and on and on, so I have to put a stop somewhere. Hope for the best. I'll start another video with her when she needs another pot up, or when she needs some more or different care or attention. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to run some experiments on her. Mad scientist. But this is The Plant Amateur, where we learn as we grow. I'm Tara Gaines. We've enjoyed very much having you along on this journey. As for your journey, please enjoy yourself. So now, oh no. Hold on, I forgot one Aslanii. All right, sorry about that. I forgot this leaf and this whole little plantlet entirely, so I had to repot it again. Surprise, surprise. Please enjoy yourself.